Live from Town Square Towers at the heart of the Jersey Shore. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Get up, get out, do something. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. It is 6:09, 36 degrees, heading up to 57 today. Friday, April 15th, tax day. Happy tax day. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio streaming live on Radio Pup and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160 if you want to join our conversation, which now turns to my favorite time of the year. It's spring with summer right around the corner. And that means tourist season at the Jersey Shore. And one of the best things about the Jersey Shore is our parks and our recreation. So why don't we talk to Mike Mangum, Director of Ocean County Parks and Recreation. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jeremy.
How are you today?
Great.
So is this like go time for you?
Well, it used to be, it used to be more seasonal, but parks is 12 months a year. People do different things at different times of the year. So we're, other than right around Christmas, we're busy all year.
All right. So like right now, though, because for the most part, let's be fair, in February, you're not like worried about mowing lawns, right?
No, but we may be working on trails, doing tree work, and many types of things we might do in the wintertime versus the summertime. So in the summertime, we might concentrate on grass and less on some of the trails, things like that. But in the wintertime, there's a lot of projects going on, believe it or not.
I believe it. So, Mike, why don't you give us like a scope of what are we talking about as far as parks in Ocean County? Because I think most people, they kind of look and they're like, yeah, I got a park in my neighborhood, and there's one, there's the big park down the street. So what are you talking about? What do you manage? Like 5, 6 parks? What do you have?
The county has over 20,000 acres in open space. We have 2 golf courses, 20 parks, 4 conservation areas, and the county's protected over 150 properties in the Natural Lands Trust program.
So that's it. That's all you have to worry about.
Yeah, that's about it.
Well, I don't know what do you do with all your free time? I mean, that's it seems like you probably are just banging around most of the day then. So Mike, how did you end up at Parks and Rec? How did you end up as a director of Parks and Recreation? What did your personal path look like?
Well, I've been an Ocean County resident my whole life. I attended the University of Vermont for Parks and Forestry, and I started out as a park naturalist in 1977 with Ocean County Parks, and I worked my way up to director.
Wow, wait. So you started with Ocean County Parks in what year?
1977.
So I'm no great mathematician, but that seems to me like 39 years if I just did that in my head.
Yes, that's correct, Jeremy.
Wow. And how long have you been the director of Parks and Rec for Ocean County?
I think 13 years.
Okay, so 26 years of pounding salt, and then 13 years at the top of the food chain. That's not bad.
Oh, it's been a good career for sure.
All right. So when you were a kid, were you all about nature? Were you all about outdoors? I mean, what was like the moment when you said, I got to do this for a living?
Well, my family, we always were camping and fishing, hunting, hiking, so we were always doing things outdoors, and that's how I developed my love for the outdoors.
Okay. And when you left for the University of Vermont, there was no thought of heading anywhere else in the known universe other than coming back to Ocean County and working in the Parks Department?
I always wanted to work for the National Park Service, but as it turned out, I ended up back in Ocean County when the opportunity presented itself, and it's been great.
Okay, so tell me, what park or what are you the most proud of? What do you think is like if you had somebody from the National Park Service coming and they wanted to tour, they said to you, Mike, I want to see the parks that you're the proudest of, the 3 of them. Where would you go?
Oh, that's tough because in parks we cater to different people's interests. The golf courses, people who are interested in golf, that's their thing. And, we're proud of our golf courses. We're proud of our sports field complexes. And we're proud of our passive recreation facilities and our programming. So it's, we're multifaceted, and we're a regional county park system. So the goal of the freeholders is to try to put a park within the reach of every town in the county. We can't put a golf course in every town or one particular type of park in every town, but we want it to be within the reach of every citizen of the county.
So I'm going to go with the fact that you didn't actually answer which park you like the best because you don't want to say that. Is that what I'm hearing?
I might make some of our employees mad because they're proud of each one of their parks they work at. They work hard and they're dedicated.
All right, I'm going to let you off the hook on that one. That was very, very politically correct of you, Mike. I give you props on that. All right. All right. So talk to me about Atlantis, the golf club. I know that's been kind of a project that you guys are probably very proud of. I know that it's been a great synergy with the Ocean County Vocational School taking over kind of the food and the snack bar there, the restaurant there. Why don't you talk a little bit about that project?
That we had a series of vendors or concessionaires in the restaurant there, and it just was not working, and we needed to change direction. And at the same time, the Ocean County Vocational School Culinary Arts Program is looking for a change also. And the timing was right. The freeholders were very supportive of this, and it's been such a great success. They actually have a classroom in the restaurant. It's an actual school, but at the same time, the students there are able to gain hands-on, direct experience under the guidance of the chef and professional staff. And then at the same time, our golfers are getting first quality food, and also anybody else wants to come into the golf course just to eat. It's been really a great success. I can't say enough good things about the VOTEC, and freeholders have been great as far as support because this was a little out of the box. It took a lot of work to get this done. There were some precedents that were set in this actually for the whole state out of this project. So it's been phenomenal.
That's great. So we are coming up against a break. When we come back, Mike, I know it's a little bit of a touchy subject right now, but I'd like if you could just kind of give us your take on what really you're trying to work on at Bailey. I know there's been a little bit of discussion with the Back Nine group. But I also know that the course itself does need a little bit of TLC. So can we talk a little bit about that when we get back?
Well, Bailey is actually a Toms River Township facility, so I wouldn't
even
have
better.
anything.
No, I'm just joking. All right, cool. So when we come back, we will talk more about Parks and Recreation. I want to know about your team. I want to know about the size of your team. I want to know how you manage that group as you're trying to make sure that we have the greatest parks at the Jersey Shore here. Okay.
Yep,
All right,
will do.
Be right back.
Stay tuned for Preferred Company with Joel Markell and Marianne Levy at 8. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin continues next. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Connect with Jeremy, 732-505-1160. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160, 1310, and WOBMAM.com.
Welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. I really you know what? I'm somebody that really beats the heck out of myself when I screw things up. So that's been just now I have that knot in my stomach. Dummy, you knew that was a township park. You dummy. Anyway, Mike, how you been? How was the break for you? Did it work out okay?
Oh, it was wonderful.
Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. All right. So what's the size of your team to take care of all these parks?
Well, we only have around 75 full-time employees and probably about 100 part-time employees and numerous volunteers. So there's not a lot of people to take care of all this property and the programs that go on. If we didn't have the dedicated staff we had, we would not be able to do what we do because everybody in our park system who works there and our volunteers, they give a lot of themselves and they're all customer service representatives, even if it's somebody cleaning the bathrooms, people asking them a question, they're expected to try to help the best they can or direct them in the right direction. So we realize our number one job may not be the individual jobs they have to do, but it is working with the public and providing a first-class park system.
Right. And now you also handle the beaches as well, right?
We currently have two beaches that we Ocean County Park and A. Paul King Park in Manahawkin.
And what kind of do you have any idea of like what kind of throughput you get in on those beaches? Like when it gets busy, like how many folks are hitting those beaches on a regular summer day?
Our beach is really catered to the moms with the young children, and those are the type people that come to the parks there. We used to have more. It used to be a different type of crowd at those beaches, but now it's sort of the moms with the young kids. So there could be hundreds of people on, a nice day and the right weekend or the right weekday, depending on when it is and everything. But usually you get the picnickers. It could be a day when there's a lot of picnics going on, then there'll be a lot of people at the beach also. So
right. And have you had to change anything with the proliferation of the kayak and sup market? I mean, has that kind of changed your offerings at all, or kind of made you have to do things a little differently?
We've actually been running sea kayak programs since the early 80s. We were probably one of the first park systems in the nation that did that. Back then, we recognized that was something that was going to be popular with the public, and we instituted a program at that time.
Cool. So you're ahead of the curve there. You're a pioneer.
I think we were, yes. Now we're just one of the crowd, but at the time we were.
All right. Now tell me about, what is a disc golf course?
Well, a disc golf course is set up where people like to use frisbees. They're able to play. It would be sort of like a golf type of outing with their frisbees, and there's nets and things set up so they can shoot their disc into the nets. We have a course at Ocean County Park that's been a great success, and it's run by a volunteer group who installed the course, and it didn't cost anything to the taxpayers, and it was great. And they maintain it, and they've done a wonderful job.
How often do you get pitched like new projects, new ideas, new things that you're like, that's interesting?
Yeah, quite a bit. The thing is, you can't put everything in every park. It's just, you wouldn't have a real park. You'd have just chaos. But, sometimes, like, for example, last year at one of the freeholder meetings, several gentlemen had got up when the public portion of the meeting and suggested, that we install pickleball court on our tennis courts.
Yes.
And it was something that could be done virtually without cost. Basically, it was paint and a little bit of time. And we were able to do that at Tipsy County Park in Tuckerton and Jakes Branch County Park in Beechwood, and we're in the process of redoing our tennis courts in Ocean County Park in Lakewood and Beaver Dam Park in Point Pleasant. And once they're redone, we'll also add lines for pickleball in those two locations also.
Can I just tell you, this is my 4th month on the radio. Never in my life did I think I never had I heard the term pickleball. And now twice in the last 4 months, pickleball has been a topic with a guest. So that's very exciting for me. This is it's been a learning experience for me as well. Mike, we only have like a minute left. If you had a magic wand and had the ability to make an impact on something, anything you would do to kind of change the world?
Well, as far as parks go, one of the things that's happened over the last 20 years is kids are not going outside. They're playing video games or on their personal computers. And we need to get kids outside more and get them back into the parks. And actually on Saturday, May 21st, we're having Kids to Park Day to try to get kids back in the parks. If you go to oceancountyparks.org, you can check it out. And there's about 5 of our parks. There's events. The kids will get a patch and a little backpack. But just overall, we need to get kids back outside.
Oh, that's great. And a perfect segue, perfect ending, Mike. Thank you so much for your time this morning. Thank you for teaching me what the difference between a township park and a county park is. It makes a big difference to me.
Thank you very much, Jeremy.
All right, Mike. Have a great day. Mike Mangum, Director, Ocean County Parks and Recreation. More Wake Up and Pickleball. More pickleball. More Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. We'll be back after this.
The news never stops at WOBMAM.com. Get the latest from WOBM News, the Town Square, New Jersey News Network, and Fox News Radio. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio, WOBMAM 1160 and 1310.